Trained by Paul Cole, the Irish-bred stayer captured the 1990 St Leger as a maiden, admired for his durability, international success, and longevity across Europe's top staying races. Let's watch him in his finest hour, winning the 1990 St Leger.
Running wide, Pierre Damiani is giving up the struggle. They've got under 5 furlongs to race, and it's still Rubicon in the lead. From River God up on the outside, and significantly they've raced wide, and now Steve Cawthon asks River God to go. Coringa Bay comes through next to the rails on the inside of Rubicon. Hellenics in River God's sight, and River God is being hard ridden, and he has the lead though, and Snurge is travelling well in the blue and yellow, and they come down towards the 3, and Hellenic now on the left comes through to take River God, but here comes Snurge bursting through on the inside. They've got 2.5 to go. Hellenic in the pale blue, Snurge on the right in the blue cap. River God is beaten. They've got over 2 furlongs to race, and Hellenic has it. Snurge next to the rails. River God is one pace. Rubicon is out of it. So too Coringa Bay and her Jade. And with 1.5 furlongs to go, it's Hellenic really hard ridden. Snurge is running through next to the rails, and with 1 furlong to go, it's Snurge who takes it up, and it's Snurge with the surge. It's Snurge going on. He's going ahead of Hellenic the mare, and as they race up towards the line, it's Snurge who's going to win this race. Snurge wins it. Hellenic second, River God third, Rubicon 4, Great Marcus 5, then Coringa Bay, a big gap to her Jade, and last was Pierre Damiani. And so Richard Quinn rides his first British Classic because he's won the 240.
Number 9 on our list is Tirol. Trained by Richard Hannon Sr., this compact chestnut powered clear to win the 1992,000 Guineas. Loved for his courage, he later became a successful sire in Australia and Ireland.
The starter has them under orders and they're away, and all the way to a very level break indeed. The first to go on is Sure Sharp, but only just, from El Marmul, with Swordsmith moving right up there with the sash. Swordsmith and Anshan, 2 of Sheikh Mohammed's 3, El Marmul next in third. After them, Rock City, and then Lord of the Field, with the leader still El Marmul. El Marmul, midfield is Seti Seal for France, and with him too is Rami in the red cap, and just after those, and in fact the last 2 is the favourite Machiavellian. Last of all, blinking for the first time, is Welney, but they're coming through the 3rd furlong now, and out in front it is Anshan, just the leader in the 2,000 Guineas. Anshan from Swordsmith, Sure Sharp, Seti Seal and Lord of the Field in the pale jacket out towards the outside, running down to the halfway point in the Guineas, over the grandstand, and Graham.
Machiavellian's going to have to do it the hard way, coming from behind, horses on the rails. That's the white cap behind the red cap, that's Rock City, and they're bunching up front, and it's Swordsmith who has it, with up on the outside Anshan, white cap on the wide outside is Sure Sharp. Just in behind these comes Lord of the Field, and the Machiavellians in behind them last at this stage as they come down past the 2, and it's Swordsmith and Anshan, and up on the outside Seti Ciel's coming with a run. Rock City, Machiavellian looks a room. El Marmul's not out of it, a wide open race. Anshan has the call from Tirol, who's putting in a big run. Here comes Machiavellian, the favourite. He's got room now, but Tirol has first run on him. Machiavellian down into the dip to stamina now. It's Tirol and Machiavellian. Back in third is Anshan and Rock City, and it's Tirol going on. Machiavellian is going to pounce in the last half yard, but it's Mick and Tirol going on. It's Tirol in the lead from Machiavellian, and Tirol beats Machiavellian. Anshan third, Rock City 4, Seti Ciel, then Welney, then El Marmul, and now listen, and Sure Sharp and Rami, and behind these Dashing Blade, Rajwaki.
Trained by Saeed bin Suror, Moonshell gave the Royal Blue Silks their first Oaks triumph in 1995, remembered as an early symbol of Sheikh Mohammed's global dominance, though she never won again.
Ackroyd starts to drop away. Keshan Sky is struggling for room. So too Asterita had a knock-on effect. Pure Grain is the one that's making ground on the outside. But they come round Tattenham Corner, and it's Musetta, the black sleeve jacket from the red colours of Dance a Dream 1 and 2. Here comes Moonshell, the light blue cap, the outside, and then Pure Grain further left, and Ackroyd, the favourite, being ridden along and going nowhere at this stage. Down the straight they come, just over 2 furlongs to go, and Moonshell under Frankie Dettori has the edge to Dance a Dream, Ball with Swinburne on the right, Pure Grain, the yellow cap, the left, then leaving Musetta behind. Ackroyd will not be winning, 1.5 furlongs to go, and it's Moonshell in the lead. Dance a Dream's running a big race to rail. Here Moonshell from Frankie Dettori, who has the edge. Dance and Dream will not beat line, and she's sticking her neck out well. But this is going to go to Moonshell, opening up by length, and at the line, Moonshell takes it. Moonshell is the winner. Dance and Dream second, Pure Grain third. Then came Musetta in four, Asterita five. Asterita disappointing six, but well clear of Bin Zayam, and then came home Keshin Skyer, followed through by last spin. The last horse to pass the post was Bunting, and so the result then of this, the Vodafone Oaks.
Trained by Clive Britton, user-friendly, the unassuming Bay swept 3 classics in 1992. Loved for her stamina and courage, she later finished a gallant second in the Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe.
The stripe sleeves, pale colours the rail is Bonnie Scott, diamond colours a black and white Rain Rider. Assessor is getting closer, and Shuhalen, as they turn for home with half a mile to go, is still last. They're heading for home now, and it's Leicester on McDonough from Solis the outside. The filly user-friendly George Duffield in the yellow, Rain Rider, Bonnie Scott, Assessor, and Shuhalen. They leave the 4 behind them, and it's Leicester on McDonough the rail, just quickening up again from Solis. Here comes user-friendly, the stripe sleeves on the outside, followed through by Bonnie Scott, who's suddenly flat to the board. Shuhalen is going to find his stamina sap now, and it's Solis it goes on, but the favourite on the outside, user-friendly, coming there strongly. McDonough rallies the rail, and then behind these Bonnie Scott, Shuhalen down the centre of the track. They've got 1.5 to go, and the filly user-friendly goes for home. It's George Duffield on user-friendly, going too clear of Solis. McDonough weakens. Bonnie Scott and Shuhalen place the fist. The unbeaten filly user-friendly is striding 4 clear in the St. Ledger as they race up towards the line. User-friendly is going to take it. User-friendly is the winner. Solis is second. Bonnie Scott is third. Shuhalen fourth.
Trained by Henry Cecil, the impeccably bred filly awoke to stardom with her 1997 1,000 guineas win. Fondly remembered as one of the famous Sleepytime triplets, alongside Taipan and Ali Royal.
Winner Biancanera 40 to 1, drawn 7 Kevin Daly, Dance Parade 16 to 1 Richard Quinn, Dazzle 14 to 1 John Reed, Elegant Warning 50 to 1 Darrell Holland, Cassar 16 to 1 Richard Hills. Moonlight Paradise 7 to 2 Frankie Dettori, White Cap Ocean Ridge 20 to 1 Thierry Jarny, O'Nelly 50 to 1 Willie Ryan. Padaway Pass 11 to 4 Freddie Head, Reams of Verse 10 to 1 Pat Edery, Rebecca Sharp, Michael Hills' Mount is 20 to 1, Reunion 16 to 1 Olivier Pellier, Sarrier Black Cap 20 to 1 Michael Roberts, Sleepytime 5 to 1 Kieran Fallon, Yashmak 12 to 1 Michael Kinnan.
Classic, and where there is great strength in Pas de Réponse, there is significant opposition now in Moonlight Paradise. Pas de Réponse is the 9 to 4 favourite. Moonlight Paradise, Frankie's Mount, is now out to 9 to 2. Sleepy Time is 11 to 2. On 11 to 1 Reams of Verse, Yashmak at 12s, Dazzle 14 to 1. At 16s Reunion and Dance Parade. On 20 to 1 Cassar, Ocean Ridge, Rebecca Sharp and Sarah Year. And then at 50 to 1 the outsiders Biancanera, O'Nelly and Elegant Warning.
Gate shot!
And they kick away for the Potemps 1,000 guineas. Very fast astride. Sarrier using that big stride with Moonlight Paradise. These are the two on the right. Biancanera running fast. On the wide outside, we've got O'Nelly. That's showing the way to Reams of Verse and Yashmak, who's racing wide. Pas de Réponse is holding a good position with plenty of pace. Outpaces Elegant Warning. Dazzle towards the back, and also Cassar towards the back at this stage. But it's O'Nelly that blazes the trail. O'Nelly on the outside. Black cap the rail, Sarrier. White cap Biancanera. The blue with the white seams and sleeves, that's the favourite Pas de Réponse. On the pink cap, the far side, Reams of Verse. In behind these, as they pass the 5, comes Dazzle, Reunion. Also getting closer is Moonlight Paradise under Frankie Dettori. Don't rule out Dance Parade, she's still there with chances. Yashmak on the wide outside of the pack. Elegant Warning getting a little bit closer. Sleepy Time is in on the rails. And they come down past the halfway, and it's still O'Nelly that just has the pace to lead here. to Moonlight Paradise in second place. And on the outside, Pas de Réponse pushed along now. Reams of Verse. Dazzle comes to the run. Sarrier next to the rails. Sleepytime pushed along, but getting a little bit closer. And also Ocean Ridge ridden along now. And also coming with a bit of a run is Cassar. They come down past the 2 furlong marker now. And it's still O'Nelly in the centre of the track. Here comes Dazzle, one off the rail. Pas de Réponse down the centre. And Sleepytime gets a run, and Kieran Fallon's got her into top gear now. They're inside the final furlong. And it's Sleepytime into the lead. 2 in second place, O'Nelly, Pas de Réponse and Dazzle. But they're a long way remote to this Sleepytime, who's really drawing ahead at the line. And it's Sleepytime and Kieran Fallon who take the 1,000. O'Nelly is second, with Dazzle in third, then Pas de Réponse, followed by Ocean Ridge. Then came Reams of Verse.
Trained by William Haggis, this bay colt captured the 1996 Derby on his very first run of the season, remembered for his raw class and composure. Injury cut short a career that promised so much.
And number 1 is a Shone, drawn 11, a 200-to-1 chance with Warren O'Connor riding his first Derby ride. Al Hareth 15-2, Willie Carson. Busy Flight 33-1, Catch Asmussen. Chief Contender 22-1, another one of the many jockeys, 9 having their first Derby ride. David Harrison in the yellow jacket. Classic Eagle is 150-1, Good Name, Alan Mackay rides. Clever Cliche doesn't take part. Double Leaf does so at 12-1 with Johnny Murtock. He's having his first ride. Dushianto, the 9-2 favourites, partnered by Pat Edery, who's worn those colours before. Even Top at 13-2 chance with Philip Robinson riding. Horse that was second in the Patemps 2,000 guineas. Glory of Dancer at 6-1, Olivier Pellier in yellow and blue. He will be. Jack Jennings 20-1, John Reed. Mystic Knight 16-1, Kevin Daly. Prince of My Heart 66-1, Brent Thompson in blue and white. Shaamit 11-1 chance, tipped by Lester Piggott no less. Michael Hills rides. Shantou 33-1 now with Frankie Dettori. Spartan Heartbeat 200-1 chance. Mark Birch paying his first visit to the Derby and walked the course earlier this morning. St Maur's 20-1, Richard Quinn rides. Stormtrooper down to 7-1, Michael Kinnan on board. Tasted a 200-1 chance, Willie Supple, a pacemaker this one. Zaphorum 100-1, Dane O'Neill, an apprentice, champion apprentice possibly this year. He's having his first Derby ride, and so is Alex Greaves. Good luck to her, and well done the connections of Portuguese Lille. A 500-1 chance, but they've paid their money to
Derby. Dushianto is the clear favourite, a solid favourite too at 9-2. Glory of Dancer at 6-1. Even Top a 13-2 chance, has shortened up half a point from 7-1. Stormtrooper and Al Hareth both at 8-1. On 12, Shaamit and Double Leaf. Mystic Knight at 14-1. Showing at 20s, Jack Jennings and St Maur's. And then at 25's Chief Contender, Busy Flight and Shantou. Zaphorum at 66 from 100s. Then on 100s, Prince of My Heart at 200-1. Classic Eagle, Tasdid, Ashane and Spartan Heartbeat. And Portuguese Lille, the rank outsider, at 500-1.
And so they kick away then with a mile and a half in front of them, and a little bit slow to stride was Classic Eagle and Spartan Heartbeat, the outsiders. And Moores takes a good early position. So too Stormtrooper wide and Jack Jennings, and also in a good position is Glory of Dancer. Not that far away is Al Hareth and Double Leaf racing fast, and Dushianta sitting midfield. And it's Jack Jennings that tows them round the first turn. The green jacket, the light green jacket in the centre, Jack Jennings under John Reed. Then we've got Stormtrooper, look to the right in the pale yellows, Glory of Dancer. Dushianto just being pushed along by Pat Edery in about the 7th spot. Following that one through is the 4 on the inside. Even Top holds a good position. Chief Contender striding up on the outside, and some scrimmaging there, and Dushianta possibly a sufferer. They go through the first half mile, and it's Jack Jennings out of trouble in front. Busy Flight comes through for second. Mystic Knight sitting well in third. Glory of Dancer holds a beautiful position on the inside. Chief Contender out wide. The striped cap of Al Hareth racing well. Then Stormtrooper, St Maur's. Prince of My Heart on the outside. Dushianta the inner. Then comes Shaamit and Shantou. Ashane is well down the pack. So they come down towards the halfway stage, and it's still Jack Jennings running the rail. Busy Flight. Red cap, Mystic Knight. Yellow colours pushed along Chief Contender. The second rank on the inside. Glory of Dancer travelling well. Then Even Top just taken back a bit. Al Hareth behind these. Then on the outside, outside St Maur's. Tasted tries to go forward. Stormtrooper's going to come wide. Shone is well down the pack. Spartan Heartbeat is last of all. Portuguese Lille is well down the pack as they begin the descent to Tattenham Corner. Still Jack Jennings and Mystic Knight 1 and 2, with Chief Contender sitting wide on the track third. On the inside, the yellow is Glory of Dancer, then Al Hareth. Then behind these comes Portuguese Lille, belying a 500 to 1 chance. Then St Maur's an even top, finding the turn a little bit hard to handle. Dushianta's well down the pack. Stormtroopers on the outside. Shaamit's travelling well on the outer, but down the straight they come. And the green colours, it's Jack Jennings next to the rails. Here comes Glory of Dancer. Red cap Mystic Knight, yellow colours Chief Contender. Here's Shaamit, the pink colours, with a late sweep on the outside of Al Hareth. They've got a quarter of a mile to go, and it's Shaamit who's come through to come and take the Vodafone Derby. He goes into the lead. Glory of Dancer in second. Then comes Jack Jennings, followed by Chief Contender. Shantu and Dushianto picking up wide on the track, but Shaamit going for home. They're inside the final furlong now, and Shaamit has the answers too clear. Here comes Dushianto and Shantu out wide. Then Glory of Dancer, but Shaamit is going to be pressed hard by Dushianto. But at the line, Shaamit wins it to Dushianto in second, and then Shantu. A photo for fourth place between Glory of Dancer and Al Hareth, and then Mystic Knight and Jack Jennings, and Ashani then Double Leaf and
Trained by Mark Tompkins, the rugged colt stayed on powerfully to win the 1993 St Leger. Valued for his grit and stamina, he later stood as a respected national hunt sire that included Bob's Worth, Bob's Pride and Gunther McBride.
It's all to play for at the top of the home run, and on the sharp end, Armiger with Bob's Return, the horse with a noseband, travelling well. Through on the inside is a Zilfi. Winged Victory with a run, Sharik. Silverdale gets reminders, and difficult to see that one winning. They've got 3.5 to go, and it's Armiger with Bob's Return pulling double up on the outside. Sharik, Winged Victory, all at work in behind, and they come down to the 3, and it's Bob's Return that goes into the lead. Bob's Return by a length to Armiger in second place. Sharik back in third. Under pressure is Danish, fourth place, the best surely, and now Armiger is having to dig deep, but so too Bob's Return. They've still got a furlong and a half to go in the Coal Lights and Ledger, but it's Bob's Return in the lead, the first horse that Jackie Smith has ever owned, and going 2-3 clear in the Coal Lights and Ledger is Bob's Return, clear by a long way. Pat Henry looked round on Armiger, he's accepted it. This is going to go to Bob's Return, a fairy tale start to racehorse ownership. Bob's Return is going to take it at the line. Bob's Return and Philip Robinson the winner. Armiger is second, Ed Bayshan is third, Sharik is fourth, and then came Danish Fort 5 as
Trained by the late great Henry Cecil, this Juddmonte filly glided to victory in the 1997 Oaks. Admired for her elegance and breeding, a full sister to champion filly Midday's Dam, she later became a brood mare of note.
And number 1 here, a teacher at 40 to 1 chance by Michael Roberts, won the race before, of course, on Intrepidity, and he might go from the front on a teacher. Bint Baladi is 50 to 1 with Kevin Darley. A Book of Bedtime at 40 to 1 is the man of Pat Edery, who's won 3 Oaks before. Crown of Light at 10 to 1, ridden by Olivier Pellier, who comes from the Michael Stout stable. Ebadiah 10 to 1, Johnny Murder at 12, 50 to 1, another possible front runner with John Reed. Gazelle Royale 40 to 1, Jimmy Fortune. Imperial Scholar at 100 to 1 is the outsider of the party, and Ray Cochrane rides. The odds-on favourite is Reams of Verse, Kieran Fallon on board. Sayada 10 to 1 chance, Frankie Dettori. Ukraine Venture 20 to 1, Woody Ryan, and Yashmak 5 to 1 chance, Michael Kinnan rides.
Vodafone Oaks latest betting, Reams of Verse a hot favourite, 5 to 4 on, Yashmak 5 to 1, at 10 to 1 Crown of Light, Ebadiah and Sayada. 20s then Ukraine Venture, showing at 40 to 1, Gazelle Royale, Atitra and Book at Bedtime at 12, and Bint Baladi at 66 to 1, and the outsider Imperial Scholar at 1.
Kick away then, and Yashmak is very fast to stride, gives the lead to Reams of Verse on the wide outside, Book at Bedtime and a teacher as they sort themselves out through the first quarter mile. And now charging through the pack in the all blue is Sadaya. Sadaya comes through to take it up.
Sayada leading from Evadila with the blue sleeves Ukraine Venture back in 4th place as a teacher. The favourites midfield following stable companion Yashmak. Bin Baladi holds a good position on the outside, but they take this dog leg right and then swing over to the left hand inside track, and it's Frankie Dettori on Sayada that leads by about a length. 2 in 2nd place on the inside Ukraine Venture, a teacher sitting in 3rd, Bin Baladi 4. Then Book of Bedtime the outside of Evadila and Yashmak, and then Reams of Verse on the outside of Etoile. Crown of Light is out the back, and so too the outsiders Gazelle Royale and Imperial Scholar. It's still Sayadai that leads as they continue the climb through the first half mile of the Vodafone Oaks, and the left-handed turn now, and it's Sayadai with the red cap, Ukraine Venture, the yellow cap, the outsider teacher. For these 1, 2 and 3. Ebadiah sits in 4, white cap, the red is Bint Baladi, then green cap is Yashmak. Reams of Verse travelling well 8 lengths off the pace, and they come to the top of the hill and another left-handed turn, and it's still Frankie on Sayadai that leads. To Ukraine Venture the outside, then comes a teacher followed by Ebadiah, and then on the inside Bint Baladi. Then we have Yashmak and Reams of Verse and Etoile, and the Crown of Light, Imperial Scholar and Gazelle Royale together with Book of Bedtime are out the back. Book of Bedtime finding it all a little bit too much. Descending then to Tattenham Corner, and with under 5 furlongs to go, it's Sayadar in the lead. In 2nd place Ukraine Venture, a teacher on the outer. The favourite, the red-hot odds-on favourite, Reams of Verse, is sitting in 7th place, but still following Yashmak, and it's a teacher that kicks on as they round Tattenham Corner. A teacher into the lead now. It's Sayadar, the Rayos, Ebadiah behind these, then Yashmak, but cruising in behind them is Kieran Fallon on Reams of Verse, looking for a run now, running away. Etoile's coming with a run too. Kieran has to switch on the wide outside. Gazelle Royale comes with a dominating run on the outside. They've got a 1/4 mile to go, and with the white cap, Gazelle Royale, Ebadiah, Yashmak in the pink cap comes the favourite Reams of Verse, who was boxed in. Behind these comes Etoile Royale, and they come inside the final furlong now, and Reams of Verse coming to press Gazelle Royale. Gazelle Royale, the black skull cap, Reams of Verse the stand side, Yashmak the far side as they race up towards the line. She found traffic problems, but she's out in the clear, and Reams of Verse is going to take it at the line. Reams of Verse wins it. Gazelle Royale 2nd, through the pack for 3rd, Crown of Light, and then Yashmak, Etoile, Ebadiah, clear of Bint Baladi, Book of Bedtime, then Imperial Scholar, a teacher. Sayadara beats 1, and that one was Ukraine Venture, and so the result then of this, the Vodafone Oaks, and what an
Trained by John Dunlop, the striking grey claimed the 1997 St Leger after heartbreak in the Derby. Remembered for his honesty and endurance, he later added Group 1 glory in the Coronation Cup.
Last look at the betting, and the Yorkshire Brass has come for Silver Patriarch. 11 to 10 from 6 to 4, 7 to 2 Vertical Speed. On 10 to 1 Besiege, Windsor Castle, The Flyer and Panama City. 14's Book at Bedtime, 16's Haltara, Poseidon 25s and Share the 33 to 1 outside.
kick away then, and Shea a little bit slow to stride. Where is the early pace? And it's Vertical Speed and Windsor Castle, Book of Bedtime, the rail. And then Besiege holding a position, Panama City, a length back to Silver Patriarch. Haltara's running very wide under Frankie Dettori and detached and running a remote course there. The back marker at this very early stage as the Fly held up, but we knew that he was going to be. Now, Olivier Pellier on Vertical Speed going up to join Haltara, who's the one that's racing very, very wide to trying to find the better ground. Book of Bedtime runs the rail. Pink Cap Besiege, Panama City, Windsor Castle, Silver Patriarch the grey. Poseidon, Shea, and the back marker is the Fly as they race for the first half mile in the Potemkin Ledger. When they turn into the home straight, they'll be in the teeth of a gale, but they're shouldering behind Haltara at this stage. Vertical Speed, does he have horizontal stamina in second? Then we've got Book of Bedtime going third. Silver Patriarch, the 5-4 favourite, is tucked away midfield as they go over Rose Hill, and it looks a very conservative pace here. A kick finish suits Silver Patriarch. Will it suit the Fly at the back of the pack? Poseidon held up. Book of Bedtime, Michael Roberts, the yellow jacket, runs the rail behind Windsor Castle, but they're still all playing Frankie's tune. He's the piper here on Haltara, leading by a length. To Vertical Speed in second, Windsor Castle in third, Silver Patriarch wide of Besiege, Book of Bedtime the rail. Shea is wide of Panama City, the Fly, and Poseidon at the back of the pack.
past the halfway stage and just beginning to increase the tempo, Frankie, on Haltara, his surprise ride in the race. That's the mile start they're just passing there on the round course. And it's Haltara leading to Vertical Speed, Windsor Castle, Besiege pulling wide. Then we've got Book of Bedtime, the favourite Pat Edery, going for his 4,000th British base winner in the black cap. And is he just starting to niggle on this red-hot favourite? Windsor Castle making a bit of ground. Shea's getting closer. Panama City is going to be played late. They're inside the final 3/4 of a mile. In fact, they're coming to the top of the home run now. And it's Haltara with Windsor Castle on the outside. Then Vertical Speed and Besiege. Pat Edery on Silver Patriarch, ridden along but pulling wide to get a run. And look at Shea with Panama City. The fly going to be played late. Book of Bedtime isn't out of it either. Plenty in with chances. The roar goes up from the crowd. Haltara the rail. Windsor Castle, the light blue cap is Vertical Speed. The grey horse is Silver Patriarch sticking his head out. Shea, here comes the fly very wide on the course as they come down to the 2 furlong marker in the Potemkin Ledger. And it's the favourite Silver Patriarch and the French Raider Vertical Speed who now duel. The fly is out wide, running in his 3rd consecutive classic. Windsor Castle behind these, down towards the final furlong, and it's Silver Patriarch stretching well, but Vertical Speed is pestering him. Here comes the fly on the outside, but with 150 yards to go, it's Silver Patriarch. Pat Edery coming home on his 4,000th winner in Britain at the line. Silver Patriarch, the favourite, wins the Potemkin Ledger. Vertical Speed is 2nd, then the fly is 3rd, tied for 4 Book of Bedtime.
Trained by Jim Bolger, this front-running filly stunned Epsom when rank outsider and romping home by 5 lengths in the 1991 Oaks. Loved for her fearless breakaway style, she never won another race but left an unforgettable mark as one of the biggest shocks in the race's history.
Tactically, quite an interesting race through the stiff first half mile of the Gold Seal Oaks. Who makes the running? Fragrant Hill made a lot of the running when she won last year, but through the first furlong it's Jet Ski Lady that burst through to take it up. And it's Jet Ski Lady, but the pace doesn't look strong. Magnificent Star holds a good position up on the outside. O'Shearer taking a keen hold. Peplum racing through on the inside, and Fragrant Hill, the horse with the noseband nearest to us. And they're very tightly grouped indeed as they go through the first quarter mile. And at the rear of the field, Shadaid is pulling very hard indeed. Striped cap Willie Carson at the back, but no more than 3 lengths off the leader as they race through the first quarter mile. The Jet Ski Lady, remember this part of the track's all uphill. Jet Ski Lady with Magnificent Star showing there, or Shearer's with them, and through on the inside is Dartry and Peplum and Fragrant Hill, and Shadaid's bang there, and so too is Jaffa Line, and they're all very closely grouped indeed as they continue their journey through the first half mile. And it's Jet Ski Lady who's got the rail position now, and Jet Ski Lady the rail, Dartry on the outside, Magnificent Star, or Shearer's bang there, Peplum racing wide. Shadaid now more relaxed as they come to the highest point on the track. This is 7 furlongs from home, and Jet Ski Lady the leader, Dartry with a white cap, Magnificent Star with a red cap, or Shearer dark green jacket. Shadaid's in behind a wall of horses, and Shamshir's bang there too, so too Jaffa Line, and they're halfway now, and it's still Jet Ski Lady leading from Dartry or Shearer on the outside, Peplum and Fragrant Hill, and Shadaid at the rear of the field just had to be checked there, and Shamshir's just a length in front of her, and so they come downhill past the 5 now, and it's Jet Ski Lady, and look at Willie Carson going through on the inside. He's got a tremendous run through the rail there, and Shadaid taking closer order, goes into 3rd on the home turn, but as they begin the descent to Tattenham Corner, and just over half a mile to go from here on in, Shadaid into unknown territory, but it's Jet Ski Lady who rails well. Fragrant Hill is the one that's dropped away. It's Jet Ski Lady the leader from Shadaid the grey, with Dartry the white cap on the outside, a gap of 3 lengths then to Jaffa Line, or Shearer looks beaten, so too Peplum, but with just over 2 to go, and it's Jet Ski Lady who's made all the running and quickened up 3 clear of Shadaid, and the stamina now is really starting to sap, but it's Jet Ski Lady from Shadaid. Jet Ski Lady clear by 4, Shadaid, Jaffa Line through on the inside, Dartry on the outer, Shamshir is finishing well for a place, just over a furlong to go, and Jet Ski Lady kicks on the ground she loves, she's clear by 6 to 8, and it's Jet Ski Lady and Christy Roach, and it's Jet Ski Lady who's going to take it. Shadaid second at best, Shamshir pressing for a place, but at the line it's Jet Ski Lady the winner, and Shamshir is second, Shadaid is 3rd, Jaffa Line, and then behind that one, Magnificent Star, a gap to Dartry.